You there at home watching on this Wednesday, Thursday, what day is it, Wednesday?
I have no clue.
Well, it's a good day. It's a weekday. I know it's a weekday. Folks, we have the unbelievably creative, distinctive, beautiful, 5-star rated Thumbprint watch, a Victoria Wieck original. You are not seeing things. It was $60, it's $29. It is the lowest priced watch ever from Victoria Wieck, and that's a special for tonight. In fact, I'll give you a little secret. This watch was supposed to be featured in the launch show of the first Friday show with Amy and Adam that's starting in July, Victoria.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
So you stole from your own show?
Yes, of course.
I wonder if Amy would like that.
She's going to be real mad at me, but it's worth it. Folks, this is too good to miss. 3 flex pair of under $10, precision quartz movement, mineral crystal glass, encrusted with crystals, and the unique, genuinely unique Thumbprint design, which is as unique as Victoria Wieck and her collection is. Victoria, we're going to talk about it. I'm going to give everybody a very quick heads up on color because you want to make sure you get yours before other people do. I have about 300 in each choice. So first of all, you can choose gold tone, red genuine leather, green genuine leather, black genuine leather. I only have 150 in this one. Oh, that's stunning. This is the purple. It's like an aubergine. Love that color. Next, silver. Silver with red, green, silver with beautiful aubergine with the black, and then this gorgeous luggage brown. That is a really distinctive high end. I already have close to 620 people dialing in. This will fly out the door, not just because the price is so ridiculously amazing, but Victoria, you, over recent years especially, you've always been a big part of our watch category here at HSN. Watches are one of your first loves.
Well, first of all, the watches, I think today we are in a time where watches are sort of like a part of your fashion statement. And I know that in, by the younger generation, you're, used to seeing your time on your phone and so forth. For myself, if I'm on the phone talking to somebody, I don't want to have to get off of it because I then risk, basically cutting them off, right? With my, it was multitasking. I like to be able to see time at all times, discreetly as well. But I also want to see it, with a little bit of a fashion flair.
Yes.
This one with that thumbprint, I should have almost named this almost like a DNA.
Yeah, that's what I keep thinking of.
Like a DNA. It has that beautiful thumbprint. This look is almost harder to accomplish than even all pavé because you have to follow that thumbprint, when you set the stone. So again, this is not the look of, when we talk about a $29 watch, you might think that we would have thought about cutting corners, right? You might think they would have thought of giving you plastic. You might think that we would have thought giving you something other than genuine leather. This one is not only genuine leather on the outside, but it's genuine leather on the outside, nubuck suede on the inside. Yes. So, and it's water resistant to us, so that you're not going to go diving into this, but it's water resistant, so you don't have to, it's less babying there. Nice boyfriend size, but there's just enough bling so that it's not blinding you. It's not blinding anybody near you. It just has enough bling to give you that a little bit lift of a sparkle. There's a little bit of texture in there with that thumbprint, which was really designed just for this watch. This thumbprint does not exist in the watch industry. We did it just so that we give you a little bit of personality. 1,000
people dialing in, folks. Please be patient. We are incredibly busy. If you want the gold tone, did you say that's selling fastest? Oh, boy, okay, the gold tone selling very quickly. Silver tone, a close second. If you want gold tone red, gold tone, silver tone purple, now nearly gone. Please grab yours as we're talking about it.
Okay, they're all
this
going.
Price, come on.
Now, if you have, I don't know, but for me, I seem to be invited to a lot of things. Your graduation, the bridesmaids party,
I never get invited to anything.
You do? I'm going to send you the invitation. But, charity functions or whatever. This is the kind of piece you could actually buy it and give it to a charity and have them auction off.
Yes.
I bet you they're going to catch more than $29. I assure you of that, right? It's really silly. But at this price, though, there's an argument for you to buy more than one.
Yes.
So let me just try to make that decision a little bit easy for you. First of all, I just want you to trust me on the quality that it's going to be here the next 30 years. So you're not going to have to worry about movement. It comes with the warranty and all that. You just have to decide, do I want the silver tone or do I want the gold tone first, okay? And then after you do that, you decide your color. To me, that spring green is like the golf course green. It's beautiful. It's very fresh. And maybe if you live your life in neutrals, and you live your life in taupes, the browns, the cream whites, maybe this is your pop color. So you do that. If you're somebody who likes to wear a lot of color, maybe you want to go the other way and go with the black or the luggage brown. The luggage brown has almost like this, I think of like, I don't know, Royal Ascot, or those like diving moccasins and those guys who drive those fancy cars, right? It's that very sort of upper crust, high class. That brown is very, very special. It's that luggage brown. And then the aubergine, to me, it's always another color that is a sort of like a color, but neutral. So it's not a pop color, it's not a total neutral, but this will work with all your navies and your grays, and it'll work with your black and your pink and purple. So again, and it'll work with your reds. And then your divine red, if you're somebody who's bold and you want to have something. I recently went out and bought myself a pair of true red, because I realized I never owned one.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I'm a real basic plain Jane's. I never owned like a true, like blood red. So I just did that, and I think this will go beautiful. And I love wearing it. Every time I wear it, everybody's like, oh my gosh, I never see you in color.
Right.
So
gold tone purple just completely sold out. Silver tone purple will be next. We have like 3 minutes, folks. It's really all hands on deck. If you would like to grab one of these watches, it is, in every respect.
Great gift, great gift. But I mean, at this prices, you buy one for yourself, you buy it for your, spring, the fall is right around the corner. There's always Teacher Appreciation Day. There is, if you have, the other thing too is at these prices, I am somebody who's really grateful. I thank everybody, and you know this, Adam, I'm very thankful for me to be here. I'm thankful to my customers, all the people around me that help us, our models, everyone. My hairdresser will always, squeeze you in. When you have an opportunity like this, be generous, spend $30, or maybe, you know what?
It goes a long way.
Goes a long way. They'll find all kinds of time squeezing you in. Same thing when you have a little child and they're taking piano lessons, ballet lessons, or, tennis, or maybe a coach. Oftentimes when your kids are playing soccer, your grandkids are playing soccer, that coach is a volunteer guy who gets all the grief and doesn't get paid a dime.
Right.
He probably pays money to be that coach, to be abused,
For the pleasure,
right?
yes.
Or she does, right? So, I used to volunteer at my children's classes and art classes. I used to do a field. You know who they are. You know that one woman who does 80% of the work out there?
You appreciate.
Right, you do that. And you know what happens? Karma comes around, goes around. This is a beautiful, beautiful way to share that love and share that dedication, to share that common bond. At $29, it doesn't even become a luxurious gift, right? But I'll tell you what, though, when you give this away, no one in the world is going to think, they're going to think you shouldn't have to. Right. They're going to think that you paid $150 for this. There's no way they're going to believe that this is actually $29 watch.
Well, and there's so many elements to that. I mean, there are certain standards that Victoria Wieck stands for, and any watch at any price, those same standards are always going to be there. With this particular timepiece, you already know that people love it because the 5-star rated customer pick. People that own this timepiece have left reviews online saying, it's spectacular. I love the way the crystals sparkle. They look like diamonds. I love the way the leather feels against my skin. I love how beautiful and lightweight and easy this is to wear. I love that fingerprint because it is unique. It's